Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to another great, exciting show of Wealth for Generations coming live to you from the Habari Entertainment Studio. How we doing today, peoples? Oh, snap, we got a supporter. What up?
Yeah,
Wave. That was a quick one. We're only, what,
53
not even a
seconds.
minute in and got a
Wow.
new person following. Or not following, but watching. Awesome. We got an exciting show for you today, though. Yes, we do, as we always do at Wealth for Generations. You know how it is over here where we dropping gems, cracking jokes, building wealth, and doing it all for the culture, baby. Yes. But without any further ado, let's get into some introductions. We have the current reigning champ for engineer evolve engine. God damn it! Hold on. Sorry. Gotta reset.
Yeah,
Gotta reset.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Sorry, sir. I apologize. I gotta make sure that your introduction is correct. My apologies. Let's try that one more time. We have the reigning champ, the engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero.
Yo.
There we go. That was a little better.
Second time's a charm.
How we doing today, sir?
We're doing good.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, being able to hold it down on the ones.
Yes, sir.
But we got an exciting show and some cool news coming for you guys today. Definitely. So make sure you stay tuned for the whole episode. Chime in with your comments and stuff like that. We like to hear what's going on out there. We talk back. And feel free to DM also if you want to get a mention on the show. But without any further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the Wealth for Generation show today. Today, we're going to be diving into summer jobs then versus now. Why minimum wage? I'm a DJ today. Why minimum wage ain't minimum living, and some of the wildest summer hustles people are getting paid for in 2025. Oh, and we got a big announcement too for next week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's get into the wealthy wisdom. All right, y'all. Summer jobs hit way different back in the day. Yes, they did. You know, I don't know about you, James, if you've ever had a actual summer job or if you just jumped into it. But me personally, I never had a real summer job. I just jumped into it. It wasn't like I just doing it for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've always stuck with my jobs as long as I could, honestly.
Yeah, it shows credibility.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Oh, there we
I've
go.
always
You know me. I got to always double check. Got to double check the audio. But yeah, man. I don't know. I just you start a job. For me, it was never really a summer thing. But minimum wage in Arizona right now, 2025, is about 14.35, which me as an old person, that's mind-boggling. Knowing where I started at, that's crazy. Sounds cute, right? Though, right. Well, in 2000, federal minimum wage was 5.15, and here in Arizona, we didn't even have our own minimum wage yet.
What?
Yeah, we didn't have because certain nowadays, because of the cost of living and everything in the different areas, everybody has their own set. You know what I mean? Because like in California, the cost of living is way higher. Where you're from, where you were, or whatever, Aspen, cost of living is way higher, so the minimum wage is probably a little higher over there. But we didn't even have our own until 2006. We just did whatever the Fed said. They're like, this is probably be good for everybody. Not knowing what we were dealing with over here. But we were still out here hustling for nickels, y'all. But check this: 5.15 an hour in 2000 equals like $9 an hour today. So that's kind of crazy, right? So that only equals $9. Yo, what's up, Dip? No, they don't. Nobody wants us to make a decent living unless you are at that 1%.
Exactly.
Only those people look out for each other. But but yeah, man, $9. It sounds like not that great. You know what I mean? And face value in comparison, 14. What did I say? 35, 14 something.
Yeah.
14, yeah, 14.35 compared to 9. Still not that great. But today, inflation played us like a fiddle. Rent, groceries, gas all went up. Your check looking thick, but your fridge is looking very sad. Very sad. Very sad, yo. Because, back in the day, you could pull up to the gas station with $5. You can get yourself some gas, a burger, a drink, and maybe even a little candy bar for $5. You'd be happy. You'd be happy. That'd be your
That's
whole
crazy.
day. You go to the gas station, what'd you get now for $5? 1.3 tank or 1.3 gallons,
Yeah, I mean,
1.1 gallons. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that $9 an hour sounds a little better, right? But let's see. So summer jobs in 2025. Here's the starter pack. Here's just some stuff. If you guys got the little ones out there, if you are younger starting and you're not sure what to get into, we got the always there, the ever revolving retail hustle. We got places like Target, Walmart, malls, stuff like that. Have you ever been in one of those settings? Gosh, I almost called you Javante. Damn. Sorry, my bad. You ever been in one of those settings, James?
yeah, for sure. I mean,
As
like
an employee?
an employee?
Yeah, in
No,
a
no,
retail type job or anything like that?
no, I have not.
No.
No, I don't sell stuff.
Well, next we got the food hustle, which I do
Mhm.
believe you were at a bread place or something, right? Before
Yeah, yeah, I was at a bakery.
a bakery, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're at a food place now, right?
Hmm.
So we got places like Chipotle, Starbucks. I actually noticed there's a decent amount of the younger people at Starbucks.
Hmm.
And if you're out here, I'm not sure if it's a West Coast thing or what, but Dutch Bros is blowing up over here in
Constantly.
Arizona. So they're probably looking for people for the summer. We got Canes, Raising Canes, all that jazz. Gig hustles. We got DoorDash, Instacart, because ain't nothing like delivering somebody else's Chipotle in 120 degrees.
Yay.
You don't have to use a warmer bag,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just put it on the dash and
right? Just let it sit on the dash.
it'd probably overcook.
And then this is a good one too for people out here. If you really understand how the money is shifting out in Arizona, tech hustle. So there's paid internships out there, teens getting into money to code and Zoom, so things of that nature. So if you got some little brothers, little kids out there looking for summer jobs, tell them to look into internships. This is going to be a tech state. Like if it ain't fully already that I don't know, this is about to be a tech state. Check my episodes, season 1, I don't know, like the 30 something, 80 something. But ASU is purposely trying to make sure that they can produce tech savvy and tech experts out of that university. We have
Mm.
tech companies building buying up the desert out here and building
Yeah.
giant warehouses. So I encourage that a lot. I'm not super techy. I was back in 1999 when the shit was new.
Yeah.
But I'm not super techy. But if you got anybody that including the little ones, especially the little ones, because if they start learning now, they can be on the forefront of these managers and stuff like that for the next generation of tech life out here in AZ. And then we also have another one that's kind of like kind of like the retail. It's always revolving. It's always going to be there, and that's the babysitting hustle.
Mm.
Have you ever did that one?
No, I have not. I was thinking about doing like dog sitting.
Sorry, I needed that, peoples. Um, yeah, that's actually a good one out here because we have the snowbirds
Hmm.
and stuff, and the people that leave. So they'll leave. Sometimes people leave for the summer, and they might not take their pets, and you can be a pet sitter. So that's an option. And then remote hustles. It is 2025, people. So, that's an option out there. Online tutoring, virtual assistant, anything like that. Have you ever thought about any of the remote stuff being a 2025 kid? Well, not a 2025 kid, but being in the workforce,
Yeah.
new to the workforce in 2025. I just feel like it's such a big thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, maybe, but I'm not really that into like doing the online stuff. Honestly, like online learning during COVID was horrendous. So,
Mm,
yeah.
I never really thought about that. Yeah, so some of your generation might be traumatized
Yeah.
from the COVID. Like, no more homeschool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's remote work. None of that shit either. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit there. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I've thought about it, and every time I like really am like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm just like, can I sit there for like 4 or 5 hours?
Mhm.
Just I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. I don't know. It'd have to be one of those like sales positions, and I don't like sales anymore, really. So, but with sales, I feel like you can be like on your little headset and at least like pacing around your office and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's an option though too. There's the remote hustle if you guys are into that, and that's a crazy field too. There's all kinds of it's a crazy big field. There's all kinds of options in remote hustle. Um, so James, real quick question:
Mhm.
if you were 16 again right now, where are you clocking in at? It's DoorDash, Starbucks, retail. Like,
Mm,
if you could pick anything, was there anything that you applied for back then that you wish you would have got?
I mean, honestly, I like working at a bakery. Like the hours are nice
Hmm.
and the tips are nice and the environment is nice. It's like it's chill, laid back, and you just make, cookies and shit all day. And it's like,
Right,
okay.
right.
Hell yeah. It's good
So
work.
was this a more of a like a morning job then? I take
Yeah,
it since it was
yeah.
bakery. Yeah. Okay. Have you ever thought about like pastry chef or anything like that, taking it to the next level?
I mean, that's like a part of it is like if you're I mean, it depends. Cause
Hmm.
if you're if it's a good bakery, then you should also be doing pastries and stuff, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought about that too because that can get paid pretty well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's usually when it comes to like the chefs and stuff like that, that's usually one of the more I don't want to say sought after positions as far as the chefs,
Mhm.
but when people are trying to create that team of chefs, the pastry is like a good pastry chef is rare.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just gonna get a cookie cutter pastry chef. You know, so but hey, man, ain't no time better than the present. And in the chef world, you got all the time in the world. So if you want to try it now or wait a while and then turn around and try and get deeper into the culinary world, that's that's definitely one of those ones that's always going to be there as well. So if you guys are feeling this last, I got a lot just kind of hanging out there. My bad. If you guys were feeling this last segment, let me know. DM us, comment. Let me know what was your first job, your summer job. Would you do it again? Would you? What didn't you like about it? What you love about it? Let us know in the comments or the DMs. But that's going to wrap it up for the wealthy wisdom of the day. And then we're going to roll right into the next segment of the show. And that's going to be the next gen thoughts. So this is where we kind of sit down and we get a little bit more insight from our engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero, trying to get some better understanding for my generation of the next generation. So, all right, next gen thoughts. Let's get real for a second. James, I need you to dig down deep and really think about every bad thing and good thing. I think we've already kind of touched on it a little bit as far as man, why you always be doing this to me? Remind me tomorrow. I want pros and cons. We've
All
heard
right.
a couple of pros so far, but first job ever, if you're sticking with the bakery, I would assume. Um, what was bad about it? What did you hate about it? And then what did you absolutely love about it though?
So I guess I'll just start off with like one bad thing, I guess. I would have to wake up really early, sometimes at 6 o'clock, and take a bus
Oh
early in
yeah,
the morning.
bakery life is early.
Yeah. Yep. But it was worth it because I got off pretty early and I could have like an actual day after work.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really nice and very freeing. Especially
About
like
about what time would you say you were getting off? Like two,
like
3 or something like that?
3.
Like
Yeah.
3? Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So it was like I could have the rest of my day and I could actually do college life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing is like if you get a job that's early in the morning, you can uh, go to school as well. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on where, but yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So that was the good. Well, your good,
Hmm.
your bad thing was a good
Hmm.
thing. So boom,
Yeah.
bam, hit it out the park right there. Um, so mine, if I remember correctly, I don't think there was really anything at the time. I don't think there was really anything bad about the job, and I'm not sure. I'm not 100. Well, I kind of worked at school, but I didn't get paid money. I got paid credit for it. Technically, like that was our
Hmm.
payment. Is like we got a credit. Um, but my first job that I remember was actually with my cousin Corey, my cousin D'Amica's husband. He had a cleaning company, entrepreneurship. At a young age, I was seeing it, not fully understanding it at that time, of course. But I want to say I probably was about 16, 17. No, probably was like more like 16, maybe 15 years old. And yeah, he had a couple of accounts. I want to say like 4 or 5. And we go to the office building and we would clean up, vacuum, take out the trashes, clean up any random debris around the office, and yeah, and then just do that, and then head on out to the next one. He did. I was the kid, and I was the extra help, so he did more of the deep stuff. I think there was like, I think there might have been a little bit of bathroom stuff involved, and some other like actual cleaning. I was more of like the guy that took care of the pickup.
Hmm.
Like I emptied out the trashes, I vacuumed, I made sure I gathered all the tools and all that stuff and loaded up. So but yeah, being in that position and being able to work for my cousin and being paid cash, like not having to deal, my first job I didn't deal with taxes or nothing like that. So that job technically was fucking awesome.
Hmm.
I don't know if I could ever find something like that and be suitable pay for this current lifestyle I have right
Hmm.
now. But yeah, I would definitely do that again if if I didn't have to worry about pay or anything like that. I think I would definitely do that job again. It wasn't bad. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So that's mine. I was basically a cleaner assistant, I guess you would say, was my job. So shout out to my cousin Corey for showing me the light of entrepreneurship when I was young and I didn't even fully realize it.
Oh, right.
Was it? Oh, Frank. What up, Frank? What up? What up, man? I'm not sure if you're still there, man. So if you are, what was your first job? Would you love and would you hate about it? But so I was saying that I like that first job so much that I think I would definitely do it again if the pay was right or the pay didn't matter.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna ask the same question of you. If there was a similar or the same bakery somehow out here and they wanted you to come work there and you didn't really have, like, maybe you retired or you just came in on some money, you don't got to really worry about the pay,
Hmm.
you think you would go back?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a awesome environment, honestly, and like the job was like, I mean, it was pretty easy. It was pretty straightforward, and like I got tipped hella, like a lot, good money. It was like
Nice,
every day I would just like at least 100 to like 150. I was like, what?
nice,
Just
nice.
just for making some eggs in the morning and like bacon and burritos and stuff, you know?
That's dope. That's dope. Oh, so you were almost kind of like short order cooking too?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Cool. I didn't realize all that. So actually, that kind of goes into the next question. Um, what would you say is one good thing that you learned from there that you actually utilize still?
Um, I mean, just really good customer service,
No,
honestly.
no, no. I meant like in
Like,
your personal life.
in my personal
Yeah,
life,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, like talking to people, I guess, you know, like communicating properly. Um, I mean, honestly,
Uh,
but
that's good. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Because socialness, is important. It's important to know how to. You don't want to have what that's social awkwardness,
yeah.
which we all go through it sometimes. Unless you're just that one person. There sometimes is that one person in the group where they just don't. They're like, "What's awkward mean?" I don't know. By the way, my name's Jessica. I don't know why I used that name. Sorry, Jess. I didn't mean you, Jess. Although at a different time, different life, Jess. Anyways, um, so have you ever had a job though that you really, really did not like that made you just want to almost quit on the spot and just be like, you know what, I'm no 2 week notice or nothing. This is not the place for me.
I have not had a job like that.
That's cool. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, so he got it. So, if y'all remember, man, my boy Frank, he's over in Argentina right now. He's checking us out. He's chiming in. That was my co-host. Shout out to him. Much love. Miss you, bro. He said his first job was a restaurant called Frisch Big Boys. I guess that's how you pronounce it. At 14. Oh, look at that young entrepreneur. The best thing was a paycheck at that age. Damn right. 14 years old getting a paycheck. And the worst was they worked me like a dog through breaks, and I didn't know I was getting used as a dumb as a dumb young man. I would assume is what the rest of that says. But dang, that kind of sucks. But hey, I mean, at the time, I bet you he probably just thought like this is just the way it works, right? This is the way it works. I just work hard, I get money. Cool. That's crazy. But hey, man, yeah, man, we got to figure out how to get you on though.
Mhm.
So if anybody knows how to get this guy on from Argentina, uh, there was what was he talking about? There's the What's Up app. We might be able to do something somehow with that, but I don't know if that'll go through the streaming and everything. But I don't know. We got to do some research. We got to do our due diligence. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um. So last question.
All right.
I have a feeling it might be the same, but we'll see. We'll see. With your mentality now, if you could tell your 16-year-old self which job to get, what job would you tell him to get?
Um, I mean,
And you don't really like pay doesn't matter, just like because you're 16, at 16
yeah,
you get a paycheck.
I see.
You know what I mean? So it's like whatever.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I honestly, when I was 16, like I've had a job since, you know, I was 14 as well.
Hmm.
So, like,
No. Well, I
yeah,
just
yeah.
mean like what the way your interests
Uh,
are now, how
yeah,
they molded into the way you are now, and what you think you would have liked to do.
yeah.
Because it may have been a situation where you were like, well, the bakery is the closest thing, so I'm gonna try it out, and then you're just like, oh, well, this is dope though, so I
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah.
But it might have been like, well, I only have these three options. I'm gonna go here first.
Hmm.
The first one worked out. Yeah.
Hmm.
But now it's like, okay, I know I like this. I know I like that. Like, is there anything, or do you think you still would have just enjoyed being at the bakery?
Honestly, like the bakery is the best job that I've had. Like, actually, it was incredible. But I mean, um, I don't know. I guess I would say to try and DoorDash because I should have been driving earlier, I guess.
Just to push yourself to get a
Yeah,
vehicle a little
exactly,
earlier.
exactly.
I mean, you probably would have been able to make good money out there too.
Yeah.
You know, like those people got some dough, but you never know. But also too, if you got a vehicle, it's not just DoorDash that you have at your disposal either.
Hmm.
But okay, Frank. So what you think you could do the chime in through the email and do it for a bit if you got the right Wi-Fi, as long as we can set up the timing and everything like that. I assume that's what you're saying. But that's going to wrap it up for the next gen thoughts. And we're going to roll into the next segment of the show, which is one of my favorites because, I'm all about making sure that we can live long enough to enjoy the fruits of our labor. We're going to be rolling into the health is wealth segment of the show. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose of Elevated Souls. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or you can follow them on Instagram at ELIVE, the number 8 underscore SO, or I'm sorry, ELIVE, the number 8 D underscore SOULS. So let's see what the ladies have for us today. So, as you may have noticed, today's topic is summer jobs, first jobs. But there's one thing that we forget about at that age a lot of the time. And this is what the people were banking on for Frank, too, I believe. But your body is your first investment. Yes, is your first investment. And those people were like, oh, he's a 14-year-old kid. He can handle it. We're just going to break the brakes off him. Cool. But when you're young, you think you can work 10-hour shifts on your feet all day, no breaks, no water, bad food, bad sleep, and just walk it off like, psh, I'm invincible. I'm going to have people call me Mark from now on. Yeah. But you're not. You're not. That's how it is when you're young.
It's called a manic episode, I think.
A manic episode?
Yeah.
but that stuff, all that stuff with it adds up, okay? So bad work habits at 16 turn into back problems at 26. And it evolves into hospital bills at 36. All kinds. And man, me, medical bills. One of the biggest reasons people are in debt. Medical bills.
Yeah. I mean, most people are one medical emergency away from being homeless, which is insane to think about.
Yep. And that's not because, it's partially because a lot of Americans have horrible habits and we're sick, but it's more because of the cost of the shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Of the shit. I said it. Mm-hmm.
Health insurance.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
You.
I don't even want to get on the health, man.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode right there.
Yeah.
But whether you're flipping burgers, stacking boxes, or even doing Uber, remember these 3 summer job health gems, okay? Very important. Number 1 is very important, especially if you live out here in Arizona. Very, very important. Just in case you didn't hear me in the back. The first one is very important. Stay hydrated. If you have not lived here through a summer yet, keep a motherfucking gallon with you at all times. Just do it. Try to finish it every day. By the end of May until like maybe the end of August, just do that. Carry a gallon every day and try to drink the whole thing every day. Stay hydrated. If you work outside or on your feet, bring water, not soda, not energy drinks. But come on, let's be real. Just drink your energy drink before you start the actual shift. Don't be drinking your energy drinks though outside during your shift though. Seriously. If you're a person that like works outside, please be careful with that. Real water, it is hot as a motherfucker. Yes, it is hot as a motherfucker in Arizona. I don't know who that is, but that's somebody, and you can feel it. When I motherfucker, you can feel that shit. It's hot than a motherfucker. So heat exhaustion is real. Stay hydrated, okay? I don't know how much I need to put emphasis on number 1 if you live in Arizona. Stay hydrated, motherfuckers. I don't want to hear about nobody hiking and dying this year. Can we have it 1 year? Nobody goes hiking and they die. Also, number 2, we got stretch before and after work. You stretch before the gym, right? Hopefully, or after. You should be doing both. Same thing if you're standing all day. Protect your knees, your back, and your joints now so you're not paying for it later. I'm pretty sure all you younger generation have seen the reels and seen the shorts claiming that your knees are different in your 40s. It's true. It's true. Now, me, I ain't falling out, but it's different. Shit's different now. Shit's different now. Seriously. So make sure you stretch, you stay mobile. That's the biggest thing. Mobility. Mobility, mobility, mobility. As you get to like your 35s, do your due diligence on mobility and be ready for it in your 40s. And sleep. This is the one that all of us hard workers, entrepreneurs, we struggle with. And if you can get your hands around the neck of this motherfucker right away, if you can get your hands around the neck of it right away and balance your sleep, get your sleep right. That one's important as well. Get your sleep right. Summer jobs can have crazy schedules. You're doing a morning one day, you're doing nights the next. If you're in the restaurant world, you're doing those clopens, it gets crazy. But your body needs rest to heal. Don't trade sleep for $12 an hour or 14. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't. So please, however you can, whether you start incorporating naps or whatever, get your rest. Just like the gym. If you're people that go to the gym, you can't just go to the gym and keep on going. You got to get your rest in order for your muscles to recuperate. So James, do you think that or not think, but do you incorporate any of these or think you might want to incorporate any of this stuff?
Drinking water, I haven't done enough of it. And I know that I'm definitely gonna need to. Especially working at a car wash. I'm gonna be working at a car wash during the summer, and yeah, I'm gonna need to bring a gallon with me for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You might want to just bring a backpack of
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
separate like that. That's just a whole separate thing.
Mhm.
Insulated backpack of ice. And then just wear it.
Yeah.
Just wear the whole thing. Just let the whole thing melt while it's on your back. Just wear it for the whole shift.
I mean, that would probably freaking work. I mean,
You can even get one of those like netted ones, one of those like little sport netted ones
oh
or
my
something,
gosh.
and just have it nice on your back.
Mhm.
It's just gonna suck when you have to go in and go to use the bathroom because it's gonna be 70 degrees inside. You're gonna be cold as fuck.
Dripping wet. That'd be horrible.
But you ain't gonna be hot. You ain't gonna
No,
overheat.
that's
Guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Okay, so real quick before we wrap up this health is wealth, here's a couple health hacks. Eat a banana before your summer shift. Bananas are packed with potassium, which helps prevent muscle cramps. Keep your energy steady, and it keeps your energy steady, and they're cheap. They're cheap. They're like one of the cheapest fruits out there. Um, Also, I lost my place, so there's that. Spend $8 now, save $100 in physical therapy later. And also, this is kind of what we mentioned, but it's on top of it is what makes it a little extra special right now. After your shift, hit a 5-minute stretch and a cold shower, especially if you're one of those people who are getting off a little later, and then that's pretty much your day. Like you work, you get off at night, you go home, you eat, and then you go to bed. Try this before you go to bed. Go home, eat, do a 5-minute stretch, take a cold shower, and then go to bed. Oh, you thank me. You'll thank me. Trust me. Try it. Try it. Do it for a month straight and see what happens.
Mhm. Yeah, when you take a cold shower, it resets your nervous system.
Mm-hmm.
So it just completely makes you calm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Yep, yep. So it'll help you recover and recuperate, and it'll help you go to sleep. So there's that part. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're one of those people who get off and you got a little bit of extra energy when you get home, try that one out. Try it out. It'll knock you out. You're sleeping like a baby. So even just 5 minutes of stretching can stop your muscles from locking up, and a quick cold shower can lower inflammation, boost your mood, and have you feeling brand spanking new. Excuse me. Sorry. So remember, making money is cool. Making smart money where you protect your health at the same time. Now that's the real wealth. The wealth for generations way, baby. We should shoot that commercial. That's a commercial.
Commercial.
Stay locked in and take care of that number one asset, people. And which asset is that? That's your motherfucking ass. Yo motherfucking ass. Ain't nobody gonna take care of you better than you anyways.
You're all you got.
And that's all aspects for you single people. Take that however you want. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Health is Wealth. We're going to be rolling into the Wacky Wealth is next. Let's get wacky with it. Wealth ain't always pretty. Sometimes it's downright weird. Like just weird. You weird, homie. You weird. Dang, man, I heard that so many times. You weird, Holmes. You weird, homie. Summer jobs in 2025. Wild. Here's some real ones people out here clocking in for. So this first one, actually, it's a little different, but I have an interesting experience involving the Super Bowl last time I was here. And this, I mean, if you got the right gear, it's not bad. It's not bad. But we got the first one is cactus removal specialist. 22 an hour to wrestle cacti in Phoenix. So that's an interesting one. You think you'd ever try that one?
That shit just sounds like a one-way ticket to, I don't know, just getting poked all over.
Welcome to Thornsville, everybody. This way. But yeah, I feel like if you got the right gear, it's not that bad. I had to do this little display thing for the Super Bowl where I had to deal with these cactus, and they gave me these like literally the thickest fucking gloves I've ever felt, and I was just picking up cactus. I was cool. It was cool. So, like I said, with the right gear, because if I didn't know about that being a possibility, some gloves like that, and they came up like to my elbow.
Oh shit!
Too. It wasn't just like some to my wrist gloves. They were like full.
I mean, I could probably manage that, but yeah.
The only thing that still has me a little worried because I have no experience is if you got to cut it. Like I'm just in fear of like thorns being tossed around if I got to take a chainsaw to that shit or something. Yeah. Like, because some of the like Seraros on the inside, if they're older, it's like an actual like trunk in there. So it's gonna be thick, and you might have that. Like there might be a storm, somebody's fell over.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So yeah, side note, people, just in case you don't know, it's illegal to cut them, but if it falls, you still got to get it taken care of.
Yeah.
So, and I actually had somebody try to call me to do that before, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'll pass on that one. Yeah. And we got a repeat one. I think I mentioned this last episode or not too long ago. I don't know why it keeps popping up, but professional line sitter. That's one that's a little different. Now this one right here, I thought one way about it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I was like, oh no. Pet food tester.
What?
So you I was like, no. You may have guessed it already. You may have guessed it.
Are they testing it on you?
Yeah.
Oh,
you are testing the dog food. So like at first I was like, oh, that could be interesting. I could take my dog in, get some money for let my dog try the food. No, no, no. They mean that the human is testing the food, which makes no, that don't make no sense to me.
Why?
Do I read comic books? Not so much here and there. Do you read comic books? That's a interesting question. Do you want to hire me to read you comic books? Is that's what that is, huh? I do need a summer job. I'm talking about summer jobs. Um, oh, here's another interesting one, which I mean it technically wouldn't be a bad one. I don't think. I think it'd be kind of cool. Although I can't do it. But a virtual girlfriend or boyfriend. I mean, you can actually get paid to have a relationship with someone you don't even got to physically meet. That sounds like a win-win-win to me. I don't know about y'all. That's almost like if someone came up with a virtual cuddler, can I do that shit? Can I be a virtual cuddler for $25 an hour? Text lonely people and secure that $25 an hour bag. $25 an hour. That's crazy to be a virtual girlfriend or boyfriend. Hopefully you don't got a clingy one that's like texting you every fucking second and shit. Maybe that's why they're single and they need a virtual.
That's the part.
But hey, you tech savvy people out there, you could probably create some AI thing to just
True.
constantly.
They do have that though. They do. Have
There's
that.
a hustle for you right there. I wish I was smart enough to I don't understand it on that level right now, but that's a hustle right there. I want a piece. Whoever, man, somebody out there is gonna do that shit. Give me a piece, just a little piece for the idea. Come on, create an AI that can interact with a virtual boyfriend or girlfriend, so you can get paid $25 an hour while you fucking sleep. Come on now, someone.
Actually, so one of my buddies from college, he did a presentation on like AI virtual girlfriends and stuff, and like how people get roped into it, and like how like what the community is like, and he was just doing like this case study pretty much on these people.
See, so perfect. There's somebody. I mean that's not perfect. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry for those people who are getting roped into it and getting duped and shit. But if that can happen, my idea is basically just the reverse of that. So it can happen the other way. Why, man? Well, yeah, because there's some stupid rich people out there, man.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some
That's true.
documentary stuff before where they're like, "Yeah, I had this online boyfriend. I got him to send me $500 because I told him blah blah blah." Meanwhile, this chick's a fucking drug addict living in a Motel 6 or some shit, using somebody else's picture, and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But come on, I mean, hey, until someone thinks it's a bad thing, because right now it's just us three. Whoever's listening to this right now, me, you, and James, we're the only ones that know about this right now, and I don't think that's too bad of a thing, because the other end, they still get what they want. They just want the attention. Who cares if it's AI or not? Just don't ask for extra money, and don't commit.
Yeah.
You just can't fully commit. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, let's meet and get married and stuff. No, you got to stay virtual forever. Forever. We can never meet or have kids or anything unless you want to get virtual. Then we can get virtual kids.
Oh my god.
But here's another one for you guys, for the summer people out here. And this one actually technically might not be too bad if the water's not bad. A golf ball diver. So you can dive into those ponds for those lost golf balls, and you get paid per ball.
I heard that out in Florida, there's like alligators in the water and stuff at the golf resorts sometimes, and like
I guess you're diving with a blicky.
Yeah.
Diving with the blicky or something. I don't know. I guess I'll pass on that one. Well, we don't got alligators out here, but I don't know what the heck could be in that water though. I mean, I don't know. And that was my first thing. Like, I would not even consider it unless I can see in that water. Like, it needs to be some clean water, not just some water. Oh, Okay.
Interesting.
I'm just glance over that one. Could you imagine though telling your mama, "Yeah, ma, I made $300 today testing some Alpo." The Purina, the new Purina though is not that great, but that Alpo, mom, phenomenal. Tastes like real chicken. That's crazy. People are out here testing dog food.
My God.
Oh. So, James, would you rather, if you had to, which one you doing? Would you rather do the dog tasting or the golf ball diving?
Oh, I would do the golf ball diving. I don't want to
Uh,
eat dog food. Like, I'm
you
gonna
can
be
make
honest.
more doing the dog food though. You get, or did it say what it was? Oh, it didn't say. I thought it said. Yeah, but I would assume you probably get way more doing the dog food
Yeah,
because you get paid per ball. They're probably
yeah.
not giving you a whole lot per ball,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know, man. You might jump in there and be a big ass catfish in that shit.
Yeah.
Even though it ain't gonna eat you, but it could fuck you up.
Yeah.
There's some big catfish. Or
Yep.
what else? What else do we? I don't even know what else we got. I'm not a fisher like that, so I don't really know what's out there. But that's gonna wrap it up today for the wacky wealth. So if you guys are bold enough, go ahead and get those gloves, become a cactus remover, or if you want the real money, the real big bucks, go to that Purina website and see what's up about tasting some dog food or
I
whatever.
mean,
Or if you like cat food,
like, I can't lie. I can't lie. When I was younger, I tasted it for sure.
no,
But
I
I
mean, I'm
just
not gonna. There probably is some stuff out there that is not
yeah,
that bad. I've
yeah.
seen shorts and reels of kids accidentally eating like dog cookies and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, I did that too. I worked at the bakery and they had these cookies. They're dog treats.
Yup, yup.
Oh my God.
I mean, everybody wants their pets to be so much part of the family, anyways. Why wouldn't there be people out there making things that taste like the table scraps that they're getting, anyways? I mean, just because it's scraps doesn't mean it don't taste the same, you know. So, but me on the other hand, I'll just take your guys' word for it that it tastes like chicken and rice. I ain't got to taste it. I'll take your word for it. I believe you. But that's going to wrap it up for the wacky wealth. And then we're going to be rolling into the final segment of the show today. It's one of my favorites. Frank, if you still there, baby, you know what time it is. It's time for We Building Boy. Yes, yes, yes. So we're doing a little bit different on We Building Boy today. We are not necessarily highlighting a local business or entrepreneur. We are highlighting me, technically, kind of me and us. Well, for generations, what we got going on over here. Okay, so first and foremost, we haven't fully concluded an actual agreement yet, but let it be known, times are changing.
Mhm.
So as you could tell, if you're rocking with us and you're watching right now, it is what like it's 3 something, 3:20, 3:30. Normally we go on at 1. So uh this next episode, next Saturday, we will be starting at about 2 o'clock. And then after that, we will be changing time again. Time, maybe day, we'll see. It's still in negotiations. But just to give you guys a heads up, we love the support and we really appreciate you guys rocking with us and being there, following, commenting, sharing, all that stuff. So we want to keep you up to date on what's going on as best we can. But sometimes we gotta pivot and move at moments notice. So we are trying to make sure that we can not have to do that anymore and give you guys enough uh, leeway and notice to let you know what's going on in the streets. Um, so yeah, so that there's that part. Times are changing. It's definitely changing. We just haven't came to an actual full 100% agreement yet, but we will be letting you guys know. But the other thing that I'm pretty excited about is we're gonna be testing something out next weekend. We're gonna be testing it out. May 3rd, we're going to be dropping one of the realest episodes ever. like realist. I mean, it's so real that it's reality.
Damn, reality.
Yup. And if you ain't familiar with reality, then you might want to get out of the matrix. I'm just saying. But so so on May 3rd, though, we're gonna be bringing in Miss Jessica Marrero and Leonie Reese. They're gonna be coming in, and they're gonna be the highlight of the show. This is not gonna be a interview as far as entrepreneurship. This is gonna be more of just kind of like I said, we are also trying to build more and get more involved in the culture and the community of things as well. So this is gonna be more of a discussion. All you ladies out there, women, even fathers as well, chime in as well. Parents chime in on May 3rd. We're gonna be talking about raising girls into women in 2025. We're going to be highlighting Jessica and Leonie, who happen to be mothers themselves, raising teens in this crazy 2025 world. So we're going to be getting some insight from some real live mothers. Real live mothers. We've captured them in their own habitat, and we're going to bring them in. They are wild, but they are tame. So we're going to have them in, and they'll be discussing how it is out here in this world trying to raise these young girls into women, independent women, that is, because why not? Because why the fuck not?
Oh yeah.
Why the fuck not? But anyways, I bring that up because I want you guys to tune in, because this is kind of like an experiment and I want it to work. So you have to be there. There's no choice. You must be there. Got it? Put it in your fucking calendar right now.
We will find you.
Yes, all of you. Even you, Joe Nim 3374 in Wisconsin. Yeah, I know exactly where you are. Exactly. But yeah, May 3rd, 2025. Be there. We're going to have fun. Jessica Marrero and Leonie Reese, they'll both be here. We'll be hanging out. I most likely will not be on the camera. I want you guys to take the full insight. Take it all in. All of it in from these women, okay? I don't want any kind of guy input. Guys, you can come and spectate, but this one is for my women.
Leave the chat alone if you're a guy.
Yeah, just don't even. unless it is a respectable question to the women. Otherwise, kick rocks. But otherwise, come May 3rd. We'll have a lot of fun. It'll be awesome. We're going to be talking with these ladies how it is in 2025 raising girls into women. But there's that, and then we got the time change. So you guys stay tuned for that. We'll let you know what the time change is going to be and how and all that jazz. And I may or may not have something else planned for the summertime, you know. And you know, I'm doing this next thing May 3rd for the females, for the women, but I may or may not have something planned for the guys, you know. We got to take care of both sides, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. But you know what? On that note, or no. Sorry. I don't want to jump in the gun a little bit. We have to give a round of applause for the reigning champ, Mr. James Marrero. I probably shouldn't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you for holding it down, sir. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you sharing time with us.
Sir.
And insight very much too. That next generation insight. Thank you very much. And then now we have another round of applause, and that one is for you guys, for all you out there, supporters, followers, watchers. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. We wouldn't be here without you. Actually, we probably would, but then I'd have to go out and find you again and then strap you to the chair to make sure that you watch. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for showing. Thanks for sharing. Like it. Hit me in the DMs. Let me know what was your job at 16? What'd you like about it? What'd you hate about it? Would you do it again? Let me know. And on that note, peace.